Yeah, I've seen a couple of stations do that. ICE News Desk makes me so glad I live down here in the South because the managers can't say, hey, let's go do that outside. Not cold enough.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's plenty cold though here.
It is plenty cold. You're going to make some soup that's going to warm us up. You're pairing that with a sandwich this morning.
We're doing a Moroccan tomato lentil soup paired with a vegan BLT. So it's a really hearty, good winter meal. No meat, no animal products at all. So it's super healthy, but also very satisfying. We're going to start with the soup.
Okay.
So I've already got my onions sauteing in a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to add all of these really warming and really healthy spices. So I have about a tablespoon of cumin. And about a teaspoon of turmeric. And turmeric is one of these spices that is like, I didn't used to really think about spices as having a lot of health benefits, but turmeric has these anti-inflammatory properties and has been linked with like preventing cancer. And I mean, super, super healthy. Same thing, cinnamon also. So we're going to do about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're going to add in some bay leaves and some fresh parsley. We've also got carrots and celery, and then our lentils, which are, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. That turmeric, that yellow was interesting. If you guys saw our Halloween special when we all painted ourselves yellow to be the Simpsons, the makeup that I found was actually organic, made out of turmeric. So, neat there.
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, it's what gives a lot of different foods that really rich, orangish, yellowish color.
Or your skin, if you're painting yourself like the Simpsons.
Exactly. Yeah, and you do have to sort of be careful actually when you're cooking with it because it will dye various, your clothes. So I'm going to add in my lentils. So lentils, again, they're just this great alternative to meat, full of protein. I mean, usually the reason, I think people eat meat for two reasons. Protein and because it's really filling. But so another thing that's really filling is fiber. So lentils have, besides a lot of protein, they have a lot of fiber. Meat has no fiber. Fiber is also linked to reducing all kinds of the sorts of diseases that we worry about most in the West. People who eat a high fiber vegetarian diet are generally much thinner, much healthier, less incidence of, again, all that sort of range of diseases we worry about, like cancer, heart disease. And
it's really smell great.
Yeah, don't they?
Yeah. This will make your house smell really, really good when you're cooking this at home.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for the soup as far as this part goes. How long do we need to let these simmer together?
So I'm going to let the lentils cook with the spices and the onion in the oil just for another minute or two, and then we're going to start adding in our broth, tomatoes, and other fresh vegetables, and then the whole thing is only going to need to cook about 40 minutes total. Lentils cook real quick.
Okay, and the recipe is on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page. It's cold outside, a great day to cook some warm soup in your kitchen.
Back in the kitchen with Tracy from The Pure Vegan. Now, Tracy, we've already got some things started. For those who missed the first segment, tell them what we've gotten here.
Okay, we have started our Moroccan tomato lentil soup. So we've got our lentils in there. It's a vegetarian soup, but it's a really hearty, rich, good soup for winter, full of protein, fiber.
Hey, and it definitely feels like winter right now, so what a great idea to make something like this today.
Thank you. I thought so. So we're going to just add in, so we've got our all of our seasoning in there. We're going to, and we've been letting it simmer for a little while now. So now we're going to add in some fresh produce. So we've got celery, carrots. We're going to throw in a little bit of parsley and
all that good stuff. And those spices, which you talked about in the first segment too, you can definitely smell those coming out. And if you sit there and simmer in them as well, they'll pick up all that flavor as well.
So it's also really, to me, the colors are also really warming. I mean, the flavor, and it's rich, and but just the colors even have that rich, warm sort of feel to them. So so we're going to let that continue to simmer a while, and while that's simmering, we're going to start our vegan BLTs, which I know you're excited about.
Let's check it out.
Maybe you'll write a rap about it even.
I might.
I hope you do. That would be great. So I started with some grapeseed oil.
I can just imagine 2 months from now, the #1 song on the Billboard charts, Vegan BLTs by the Studio 10 crew.
Do it. Sounds like a hit to me. So what we're doing now is we're gonna start to fry a little bit this tempeh. So the tempeh is our bacon. It's a fermented soy product and doesn't really look like much or sound like much, right? But you're going to taste it and you're going to be amazed. So it's, I'm using grapeseed oil because I want to try to cook it at a pretty high temperature so that I can get it crispy. And we'll see if we have time to show getting it a little crispy. I might have to show that later. But I'm going to let it cook on both sides until it's golden brown. And actually, we have a sandwich ready. Can I show some of?
You can do whatever you want. This is your world.
All right, awesome. That's great. I love it. So this is what it's going to look like. If we don't get that now, it's going to end up golden brown and crispy, which is part of what makes it very bacony. But then the real trick is we're gonna, after we've gotten it crispy golden on both sides, we're gonna drain it so it's not too oily, and then we're gonna add in some tamari or soy sauce, and that's what gives it the saltiness. So the combination of the crispy and the salty, and then you have this like really healthy bacon alternative.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, let me say this. Every time you've been on the show, I actually have had a lot of people stop me and say, thank you so much for having, showing some vegan food on the show, because we're always looking for things like that. So if you're in that category and you want to learn more about the Pure Vegan, what do they need to know, Tracy?
The best, if people are on the internet, the best way to reach me is to go to my website, because there's a lot of information there, www.thepurevegan.com. They can also call me, 251-510-2418. I do cooking classes, private cooking classes and public cooking classes. My next one is coming up February 22nd. I also do a weekly meal delivery, so I'll drop off a box of food. So if you ever decide you want to get really healthy, you can call me and I'll bring you a box of food to feed your whole family for the week. All plant-based, mostly organic.
Just some great information there. Thepurevegan.com. We'll have more information about that on our website as well. Continue to work on our bacon, and we'll check back in just a little while, guys.
Smells so good over there. It's even making it kind of warm in here. Welcome back to Studio 10. Tracy Glover from The Pure Vegan is with us this morning. We are making a healthy soup and sandwich combo.
Yes.
So this here that you're cooking, an alternative to meat tempeh?
Right. Tempeh. It's a fermented soy product. It's so healthy. It's also a lot of protein. It's like 16 grams of protein per serving, which is more than like a steak, but without any of the cholesterol or any of the sort of toxins that we associate with animal products. So for whatever reason, if somebody's trying to reduce their consumption of animal products, especially bacon, which is like one of the most unhealthy, tempeh is an amazing alternative. And this is my favorite way to make it. So to make it for these BLTs, you can also make it the same way and throw it on a salad or over some roasted vegetables or something. But so I've already sauteed my tempeh in grapeseed oil. We did that with Joe a minute ago, and then I drained my tempeh, and then to give it that really bacony flavor, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of soy sauce or tamari. So my heat's pretty low right now, because if your heat is still pretty high, you just have to stand back a little, because it'll smoke a little bit, maybe spatter you. So we're trying not to spatter you today.
Looks almost like little French fries.
Yeah. Little French fries were little bacon bits, and then it's that simple. So it's just the frying the tempeh first, and then coating it with the soy or the tamari, and then from there, to make my BLT, I'm gonna just like a normal sandwich. I've got my lettuce, tomato, my bread, and then I've got a vegan mayonnaise. There are a couple different alternatives that you can find, and you can find them for sure in a health food store, but even the mainstream grocery stores are carrying more and more vegan products these days. And the soup is done.
Smoking, smelling good. All right, so soup, sandwich, vegan, healthy recipe on Fox10TV.com on our Studio 10 page. And if you want to learn more about Tracy and The Pure Vegan, I know you guys do deliveries, you guys have yoga classes, cooking classes, and we'll put all of that information on our website as well. Smelling good. I can't wait to get some of this.